Hi Pre-L students, for our last section we are going to be learning about odds. For this lesson, all you'll need is paper and a writing utensil and a calculator, nothing fancy for this one. So starting with some vocab, odds in favor is a ratio that compares the number of ways the event can occur to the number of ways the event cannot occur. We write it as a ratio, and we are going to use the colon, which is this dot dot. Okay, so it is the number of favorable outcomes to the number of unfavorable outcomes. Odds are different than probability because probability is when we have the number of ways it can occur to the total. Odds, especially odds in favor, are going to be the number of favorable outcomes to the number of unfavorable outcomes, so slightly different. Okay, so looking at an example, if we're just talking about rolling a dice and we want to know what are the odds in favor of rolling a 4 and a 6-sided dice, we're thinking how many favorable outcomes are there? How many ways can we get a 4 on a 6-sided dice? And that would be 1. But how many unfavorable ways can we not get a 4? So how many ways do we not get a 4? Unfavorable outcomes would be 5 of them. We could roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5, or a 6. So there are 5 unfavorable outcomes, meaning our odds in favor would be written as 1:5. Now, just to show you how this is different than probability, if we are talking about theoretical probability, I would say, what's the probability of rolling a 4? How many ways can that happen? 1. Versus how many total outcomes are possible, and that would be 6. So the probability would be 1/6. So there's a difference here in the second number for odds being unfavorable outcome versus in probability being possible outcomes. Okay, please pay close attention to that. Now, there is another type of odds that are called odds against. Odds against is a ratio that compares the number of ways the event cannot occur to the number of ways the event can occur. And again, we write it as a ratio using the colon, number of unfavorable outcomes to the number of favorable outcomes. Okay, so it's basically just odds in favor reversed. Odds in favor starts with favorable, odds against starts with unfavorable. Okay. So this time the odds against drawing a face card. Okay, remember a deck of cards has 52 total cards. There are 12 face cards in a deck of cards. That means that there would be 40 cards that I could draw that are not a face card. So the unfavorable outcomes would be 40. And then favorable outcomes would be the 12 face cards. Okay, so odds against, we would write it as 40:12. Ratios should always be simplified. Remember that from our proportions unit. So 40 and 12 can both be divided by 4, so we would write that as 10:3 odds. Okay. Theoretical probability would be, what's the probability of a face card? 12 out of the total 52. So that would be 12 out of 52, which is 3 out of 13. Okay. We don't have a theoretical probability that kind of flips it around like odds against flips around odds in favor. But pay attention again to that difference of favorable and unfavorable compared to favorable and possible. Okay. So just to show you again the difference between those three of probability versus odds in favor versus odds against. What is the probability of rolling a 7 on a 10-sided dice? Okay, so how many ways could I get a 7 on a 10-sided dice? I could get that one way by getting a 7. Probability is saying what is the total number of outcomes. A 10-sided dice has 10 different outcomes. So the probability of rolling a 7 is 1 out of 10 or 10%. Now compare that to what are the odds in favor of rolling a 7 on a 10-sided dice. So odds in favor would be favorable outcomes compared to unfavorable outcomes. So how many favorable outcomes would there be? Would be 1 getting a 7. How many unfavorable outcomes would it be? There would be 9 unfavorable outcomes, getting anything besides a 7. So we would write that as 1 to 9, and then compare that to what are the odds against rolling a 7 on a 10-sided dice. So odds against are unfavorable colon favorable. So there are 9 unfavorable outcomes compared to 1 favorable outcome, so 9 to 1. Okay, so you can see the difference between all 3 of those. And last, just a few more questions, right, to get you thinking about these two. So if the odds in favor of an event occurring are 5 to 3, what is the probability the event will occur? Okay, so odds in favor tells me that 5 is the number of favorable outcomes, and 3 is the number of unfavorable outcomes, which would make a total of 8 possible outcomes. So the probability would be favorable, that's 5, out of total, that's 8. So the probability of this event occurring are 5 out of 8, which is 62.5%. And last question, if the probability of an event occurring is 4 out of 9, what are the odds that it will not occur? Okay, odds that it will not occur is another way of saying odds against. Okay, so probability tells me that there are 4 favorable outcomes out of 9 total outcomes. So if there's 9 total and 4 are favorable, that tells me that 5 are unfavorable. And odds against would be unfavorable colon favorable. So odds against would be 5 colon 4. Okay, so we just always need to think through the pieces that we know when we're given odds in favor. Think through what do these two numbers mean, and then what's that missing number. When we're given probability, think of what do these two numbers mean and what's that missing number, and then use that to fill in how it's asking you to write the next one. Okay, what to do next? Rewatch this video as much as you need to. Again, these videos are like your notes, so please go back and use them as much as you need to. Please go through and complete the independent practice that's posted on Classroom. It's not a grade, it's not turned in, but it will help you see that you're understanding things. Use the answer key to make sure that you are on the right track. Then when you are done with watching all of the videos and doing the practice, then complete the check-in on Google Classroom. Your teacher will see this. We will give you feedback, but it is not a grade. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me or Mrs. Gall an email. We miss you guys. We hope that you are doing well. Let us know if we can help you at all. Have a great rest of your day.